Tonight from Camden Yards in Baltimore, the Red Sox face the Orioles to begin a 10-game road trip, and it's a trip that has begun with great news. Mookie Betts is back in the lineup for the first time in 2 weeks. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for being with us in Baltimore tonight. I'm Dave O'Brien, my partner, Red Sox Hall of Famer Jerry Remy, and also Garen Austin in just a couple of moments. And, Rem, it looked like just yesterday that Mookie Betts was destined for at least a game, maybe 2 games for a rehab stint. He feels so great. He's in the lineup tonight.
He made that decision by himself that he didn't want to waste any bullets down at the minor leagues. Let's get going here at the big league level. And, you know, he took batting practice yesterday at Fenway. They had his name in the lineup tonight. He went to the batting cage, took some swings inside, and decided that he was ready to go. So he's in the lineup, which is great news for the Red Sox. And you look at his numbers, they're absolutely remarkable. Now, he's missed quite a bit of time, but look where he is, 359 average. That's still the best in the American League. OPS still the best, tied for first for runs scored. Extra base hits tied for third. He's had 17 home runs. And the Red Sox were not as effective with men in scoring position without Betts in the lineup. He should be a huge help for that. So it's so good to see Mookie Betts' name back at the top of the lineup.
Yeah, offensively and defensively,
yes.
Right? Because he's a guy who can beat you so many different ways. The Red Sox have their 5-tool talent back in the lineup tonight. So it's game number 1, the first of 3. The Sox taking on the Orioles, who have had a terrible season to this point. But Mookie Betts has returned, and a lot of Sox fans here tonight are looking forward to seeing him back at the top of that lineup. For deals, buyatoyota.com. By Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger program. Kenyon Grills, the official grill of the Boston Red Sox. By your local New England Ford dealers. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Earlier today, a bit of a wet morning and afternoon in Baltimore, but it has dried up and going to be a very pleasant night for a ball game. Red Sox taking on the Orioles inside iconic Camden Yards. Right now, we toss it out to Utah Street and Garen Austin.
Obi, if you ask anyone, one of their favorite ballparks in the league is Oriole Park at Camden Yards. It is the first of its kind of that retro ballpark that we saw in the 90s and 2000s, really getting away from those multi-use facilities that we saw in the 70s and the 80s. It was built in 1992 right downtown Baltimore on the old railroad tracks. And as you can see, they still have up this original brick building here. Now, when you walk in, so many unique features, and it really kind of has a throwback feel and really unique things to Maryland, and really shows off the history of the club. Now, the first thing you see when you walk in is a statue of Babe Ruth, and one of the favorite things that fans love to see are the home run balls that were hit here on Utah Street. Now, every home run ball since 1992 that was hit up here has a plaque. Several for Red Sox players, a couple for David Ortiz, and the newest one for Jackie Bradley Jr. that was hit on April 22nd, 2017. Now, later in the series, we'll be talking to Jackie about that plaque, and we're also going to be visiting Babe Ruth's birthplace, which is right down the street.
A lot of history here. Thank you very much, Garen. Here's the Red Sox lineup tonight, brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Mookie Betts is going to lead it off tonight, hitting .359, back in there for the first time in 2 weeks. Andrew Benintendi in left, JD Martinez the DH, Mitch Moreland at first. It's Xander Bogaerts playing shortstop with Rafael Devers at third. Eduardo Nunez at second base, Christian Vazquez catches, and Jackie Bradley is in center field batting ninth. Against the right-hander Dylan Bundy, 4-7 coming in, ERA of 4.04.
Let's look at the Orioles defense. They are 12th of the league with 40 errors on the season. Danny Valencia will be at third base. Chase Peterson, the shortstop. Jonathan Scope at second, and Chris Davis, the first baseman. Left to right, Trey Mancini, Adam Jones, and Joey Rickett. And Chance Sisco doing the catching for Dylan Bundy.
Here are your ups tonight, brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Nick Lentz has the plate. Mark Carlson, Brian Knight, Pat Hoberg around the bases. And we're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. Visit copper2toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV. Mookie Betts lays in the first one, a line shot, but that'll be caught by Mancini. A lot of people were debating about an hour ago on press row, would he swing at the first pitch? Would he hit it out of the ballpark? Nobody would have been shocked.
Well, he certainly got the good part of the bat of the ball. There's no question about that. A line shot right to Trey Mancini out there in left field.
Good sign to see him swing it like that right away. His last game was the 26th of May. And the man who did such a good job filling in for him will dig in now. Benintendi, .293 with 11 home runs. Well, that was the big breaking story when everybody got to the ballpark this afternoon, and Mookie Betts would not be going out on a rehab stint. Instead, he would be playing tonight in a ballpark he has often made his own playground.
Yeah, I was talking to Alex Cora about that, and they were talking to Mookie about it. He said, you know, what's the point in going down for one game and getting 4 at-bats when I can get him at the major league level?
Little poke into left field. It's going to drop down for a base hit. Benintendi muscles that one the other way. He's got himself a single with one down.
Let's go back and look at Betts' first swing. I mean, first pitch he sees, he gets one he likes. He's right on it. He barrels it up, a line shot, but right at Trey Mancini, the left fielder. So a good at bat. You know, one pitch, hits the ball hard, makes the first out of the game, but took a good swing at it.
I talked to him a little bit before the game of the assembled media, and Mookie said that he felt no pain at all in that abdominal region. There's Martinez, .316, 21 homers. He's driven in 54. Leading the American League in homers and RBI, and he'll tap that one foul. Also total bases.
Tell you, this is the time to get Bundy early in the game. He has a lot of problems in the first inning, and the Red Sox would like to jump on him very quickly. He's also given up 16 home runs on the season, which is the most on the staff of the Orioles.
Yeah, and 8 of those have come in the first inning, and a .975 ERA in the first inning. So you're absolutely right. Get him early. Not expecting a very big crowd here at Camden Yards tonight. They have not been drawing well, very poorly in fact, with their record. It's been a dismal start for the Orioles, 19-45. Many expect them to be trading away players very soon. That's going to miss inside on JD.
And one of those players you're talking about is Manny Machado. He's not in the lineup tonight. He's out sick.
Red Sox 27-3 when they score the first run of the ball game. It's the best such record in the major leagues. In there for a strike. Bundy's been very up and down this season. As of late, he's actually pitching pretty good. Beat the Mets last time out, a 1-0 victory. Went 7 innings, allowing just 3 hits. Moreland on deck. And a 1-2. And down he goes.
Hell, fooled him that time on a curveball from Bundy. A couple of breaking balls on that at bat to JD Martinez, and picks up his first strikeout of the night. Had 5 strikeouts at his last outing that Win Day was talking about against the Mets. And that strikeout right there, he's just high for the season is 10.
Moreland 296, 10 home runs, 30 runs batted in. Bogarts will follow if given the opportunity. Benintendi holding, and it's inside for a ball. Mitch 3 out of 18 lifetime against Bundy. Bundy 3 and 6 in his career against Boston, a 4.79 ERA, so not among his favorite opponents.
He's already faced the Red Sox twice this year and lost both games, both at Fenway Park.
Red Sox head-to-head against the Orioles have had their way. They are 6-1 against the Birds. Benintendi off the bag at first, 2 down. Here's the 2-0. Wrap foul. Well, as Garen mentioned, still a beautiful ballpark, even though they're not drawing at all. Great place to see a major league game. The weather really broke earlier today. In fact, just a few hours ago, it was still very overcast. Buck Showalter remains the manager despite the record, and they have made no significant changes in the front office. Two and two.
Yeah, you just wonder, Dave, how long this is going to go on. I mean, something has to happen, and you know they just can't continue on like this, and they've got to shake it up. They've got to trade Machado, in my opinion. Got to get some good young prospects for him.
You know, they just activated Zach Britton, terrific relief pitcher. That's just a matter of time once he proves he's completely healthy. Runner goes, and it's fouled away before they pull the trigger on that deal.
Yeah, exactly right.
That and probably several others. You mentioned Machado not feeling great today, so he is sitting this one out. He's a free agent at the end of the season. So is Adam Jones. Among the names that have been bandied about as very likely trades at some point. Benintendi with a dive back safe.
Benintendi on the season, 10 steals, only caught 1 time. So picking his spots and picking them correctly.
The Yankees are idle tonight. Red Sox are a half game out, so with a victory they'll pull even with New York again atop the standings. And a 2-2 from Bundy. Runner holding. Down into the dirt. Benintendi will stay at first base, and the count runs full on Mitch Moreland.
Nice block there by Cisco behind the plate. He got the breaking ball, the curveball, and he's able to, you know, block it and get it out going up to the third base line. That's going to keep Benintendi at first base. Of course, now on the 3-2, he'll be off.
So full count on the cleanup man. Benintendi taken off. High pop foul on the play. Sox have lost 3 out of their last 4, but are still the only club in the majors with as many as 44 wins. Frustrating series over the weekend against the Chicago White Sox, because Sox had opportunities to score a lot more runs. Went 1 for 26 with runners in scoring position. That one is ripped and foul, and Tom Goodwin.
Look out, Goody.
Went tumbling down to get free of that.
That is dangerous down there. Line shot. And down goes Goody.
All smiles. 3-2. Benintendi takes off again, and Moreland fans back-to-back Ks by Bundy, and that is all for the Red Sox here in the first inning. Schoop at second. Valencia at third. Trumbo the DH. Mancini at left. Chris Davis batting down in the 7th spot. He's having a tough year. Cisco doing the catching. Chase Peterson at short. Facing a Red Sox starter presented by New England Audi dealers. The knuckleballer Stephen Wright. He's 2-0 with a 1.57 ERA. Made his first start of the season back on June 5th, and he's dazzling in that one against Detroit. 7 shutout innings.
That first start coming against the Tigers, as Dave mentioned, 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs, had 6 strikeouts in that game.
And picked up the win, and he really had it dancing. He retired the last 13 batters he faced in that victory. Rickard just a .217 batting average. A lot of batting averages like that up and down their lineup. Orioles are last in the American League in batting average, runs scored, hits, on base percentage, slugging percentage. They really don't hit that many home runs.
And that was the thing that they were banking on, a lot of home runs, but they're 10th in the league in that category.
So nothing's gone right for the Orioles. Worst record in baseball, 19-45. On a pace to lose about 115. 3-2 popped up. Should be caught. A play for Vasquez out from behind there, and a quick out.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They are 6th in the league with 33 errors in 66 games. Rafael Devers at third base. Xander Bogaerts the shortstop. Eduardo Nunez at second. And Mitch Moreland the first baseman. In the outfield, Benintendi, Bradley Jr. and Betts. And Christian Vasquez doing the catching for Stephen Wright.
Adam Jones to step in now. He's had a pretty good year. 281, 10 homers, driven in 29. He's been solid. One of the few guys who has lived up to his baseball card to this point for the Orioles, and he trickles a foul for strike 1. Stephen Wright came in holding the longest active scoreless streak in the American League. 16 consecutive scoreless innings, and now up to 16 in the third. Schoop on deck in the 0-1. Bullet into left field for a base hit. Past the diving Devers, so Jones is on with a single.
That knuckleball stayed up in the zone about belt high, and Jones hard line drive by Devers at third base. Devers goes into a dive, but he had no chance at it as he gets by him right up over the glove.
Schoop will be next, the second baseman. Last year he hit .293 with 32 homers. He drove in 105, and you see his numbers this year. Hot shot. Nunez gloves it. Sideways flip. Got the out. That's all they'll get, but they do retire Jones at second. Nunez staggered a bit, but did make sure to get that out.
Nice athletic play, I should say, by Nunez at second base, as he has to go back of this ball. I think the umpire blocked him a little bit. Then he goes with the shuffle pass to get the force out at second base. That's really all the Red Sox can get on that, but that's a very nice play by Nunez.
So 2 down. Danny Valencia to batter .286 with half a dozen home runs. Orioles have lost 11 of their last 13. They were just swept in Toronto, and that led many to think, because Toronto has scuffled themselves, that maybe when they got home there'd be some sort of an announcement about a change. The manager, the general manager, maybe both of them. That did not happen. Fly to center field. Bradley back. Jackie's got plenty of room out there, and he's got it to retire the side. I got right out there. No score after 1 in Baltimore. Bogarts to lead it off. Swinging to the first pitch, pops it into Wright. Scope out. Rickard coming in. Rickard wants it. So 1 away. Devers on the way up next. Time for our twisted but true fact. The Orioles, the only team in the majors who've yet to win 20. 24.5 out of first place. No other team in the majors more than 16 out. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. So Buck Showalter and his club, yes, things are bleak at the moment, and it brings up the question as Devers gets in, Jerry, what are they going to do? Are they going to simply take their lumps, maybe using Houston as a model? You know, the Astros had those seasons where they lost 100 games, you know, and get in a great draft position and rebuild that way.
Well, that's a possibility, but I mean, in my way of thinking, you can't have guys like Machado, Britton, Adam Jones walk away from this club and get nothing for him. You just can't do it. You know, I mean, you've got to try to tap some talent out of some other systems.
High pop up toward third. Valencia coming in out of foul territory. 2 away. And Dan Duquette, who had some great success in Boston, had a lot to do with that first championship team, of course, in 2004. I'm not sure he ever really got his proper due on that, but you wonder about his immediate future here. Nunez 253 with 4 home runs. He's driven in 15. At second base tonight. Dustin Pedroia is on the trip, by the way. Still inflammation in that knee, but made the trip and will be with the club on to Seattle and Minnesota.
I rode to the ballpark with him today. He was feeling pretty good coming over to the ballpark today, and obviously, you know, there's no timetable on Pedroia. He's still got some healing to do, and he's talking about playing here, how much he loves to play in this ballpark. He says it's his favorite American League East ballpark to play in.
Breaking ball snapped in there for a strike. Well, a lot of guys love to hit here.
That's a great play. This is a great park. You know, for fans, for players, for everybody.
2-1 hit sharply up the middle, but backhanded by Scope. Second baseman will set him down, and the Red Sox go in order. Time of the whole team together presented by Lowe's, and looking at the Red Sox season series against the Orioles. Sox 6-1, hitting .318, scoring about 6 runs a game. Pretty much dominated the season series. Right back at it. Trumbo, the hitter. 263, 3 home runs for him, and his numbers are disappointing. Hit 47 home runs 2 years ago. 23 last year. Socked up the middle, but Nunez will knock it down and throws on for the out. Now, before the game, the Orioles were saluting the great John Williams. The composer did a great job with that. His music was everywhere. We can't play any of it because we'll be sued into oblivion if we do. But it's great stuff. Man, did he write some great scores. E.T., Superman, I mean, everything. Goes on and on for decades.
And I guess Fitzgerald's an Oriole fan.
Apparently. Here's Mancini. Trey Mancini, 233 with some power.
And he's 2 for 5 on Wright in his career, and both hits are home runs.
Flies that one the other way, but it'll slice foul.
Don't miss a game, especially when the Sox are on the road. Import the NESN Red Sox schedule to any device for alerts 15 minutes prior to each game with matchup info, streaks, updated times, and more. Visit NESN.com/schedule to import it now. It's presented by Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of the Red Sox and Major League Baseball.
Chris Davis on deck. No score in the second inning. If you're just tuning in, Mookie Betts is back with the Red Sox and leading off tonight. He is 0 for 1 with a line drive to left. And back out there in right field. A little bit of a surprise. But Mookie felt so good, decided not to go on any kind of a rehab stint, not even one ball game. There's some thought about Salem, the minor league club. That's about 4 hours away. That's going to be ball 4. So Mancini is on here with 1 away in the second. Alex Cora, probably the best part of his day today was penciling in Mookie Betts in tonight's lineup. Chris Davis now hitting just 153 with 4 home runs. 3 for 14 against Wright with a home run.
He has already struck out 83 times this season. 83.
And he's always been a big strikeout guy, but what a pace he's on this year. Trickles that one foul. It's 0-2. Wasn't that long ago the Orioles were a playoff team. Back in 2012 they won 93 games. 2014 they won 96 games. Went to the postseason in 2016 when they won 89. That window has closed up. There's the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Runner at first base, so no need to throw it. First K in the book, and Davis hearing some boos. Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, a great price for auto, home, and life insurance.
He's not even close to that knuckleball. I mean, that knuckleball is down in the dirt and way off the plate, and he just chases it. And because first base is occupied, obviously he can't go to first base.
So 2 away, Chance Sisco, the catcher now. He'll look at a strike. Sox are here for 3. Eduardo Rodriguez, former Oriole, on the bump tomorrow night at 7:05, and Chris Sale will go on Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock.
It's a great trip, man. East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, and then back to the East Coast.
And a long one too, tied for the longest of the year for the Sox. Stephen Wright with a 1-1. I've mentioned it before, but it should be mentioned again. You don't want to jinx anybody, but Vasquez has done a really nice job catching Wright. Not the easiest thing in the world to do with any mitt. Very few pass balls. 2-1.
I think so far in this game he's called one fastball. And that was the Trumbo, the first batter of the inning. They went right back to the knuckleball. Everything else has been knuckleballs to this point.
On the count 3-1 on Cisco. With 2 down. On a holding and rip. There's nobody there. Man into left field for a base hit. So Cisco does a nice job going to the opposite field. First and second. And Peterson coming up.
Opposite field was time for Cisco. They're playing him to pull. You got the shift on him and he just shoots it right down that left field line. Benintendi covering the ground and holding the runners at first and second.
So that's the second hit off the knuckleballer tonight. And brings up Peterson. .175 hitter without a home run. 2 on 2 out. Did you see where Adrian Gonzalez has been cut by the New York Mets?
I did not see that.
Might be the end for the former Red Sox slugger. Here's the 1-0. Fly ball. Benintendi moving over to the line on a hard run. He makes the play. He actually caught it in fair ground. Crossing over that line. 2 men left. Part of the Plain Ridge Park Casino Fenway Concert Series. Visit redsox.com/Zach Brown Band for tickets and more information. No score as we go on to the third inning. Alex Spear of the Boston Globe traveling and joining us here. Used to traveling because he used to do a lot of that in the old days.
Oh, sure.
Covering the Red Sox. And not only that, but you grew up in these parts, right?
I did. I'm a native of the Washington, Northern Virginia area. And so when I was growing up, the Washington Nationals hadn't made their home here yet. So the first baseball team that I fell in love with was the 1982 Orioles that went beyond 162 games against the Brewers and then the '83 World Champions.
Slicer into right field. That'll be handled by Rickert, and Vasquez is retired. 1 man gone. So in 1988, the Orioles start out 17-47. And it was a dreadful, dreadful beginning because they lost the first 21 games.
Yeah, I remember.
And you were following that team.
Absolutely.
This team is very, very close in terms of wins and losses to that team, and they didn't lose 21 in a row.
No, it was a disastrous team to follow. Although they did bounce back the next year and take the Blue Jays down to the final day of the season, but we knew that the Orioles were going to be approaching this year some kind of, they were going to be approaching either a decline, or we just didn't know how steep it was going to be. It's turned out that this has been a cliff. All of their guys have either gotten old, the ones who are so productive in making them perennial AL East contenders for a number of years. And what we're seeing is just a team that's an organization that is in desperate need of rebuilding, and that's going to have that path forced on them probably this summer.
And we were talking about it just last inning. You know, how do they begin that? I mean, by getting rid of Machado, by getting rid of Britton, by getting rid of Jones, guys like that.
Little tap here to the second baseman Scope, and Jackie Bradley gone. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, that's where it has to start with. That's where it has to start. But you're looking at for them. One of the major obstacles is that they made their they extended on the one contract, and it's blown up at them. That's Chris Davis. He's in year 3 of 7 on a deal of more than $20 million a year. And when you're in the market that the Orioles are, when you have the resources that they have, look, the Red Sox have been able to get around mistakes. Pablo Sandoval was a mistake. He was designated for assignment. Hanley Ramirez did not deliver the expected return on investment. When you look at a Chris Davis, that ends up crippling an organization, especially when you're dealing with when you have a finite number of resources and can't really react to the one big mistake.
Mookie Betts for the second time tonight. Are you surprised to see Mookie back in there?
I am. I thought that he suggested that he was going to need a rehab assignment to get his timing back, but it is interesting. It speaks to some of the behind-the-scenes technology that they have, that a guy can feel good about about the work he's doing behind closed doors.
Well, he ripped into a line drive on the first pitch he got in the first inning, and that's a very good sign. Caught by Mancini.
No doubt, and probably also feels pretty good being back in Camden Yards, a place where he's enjoyed considerable amounts of success in his career.
Yeah, you betcha. 1-2, and he held off. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a lot of times when you're out of the lineup for an extended period, the pitch that gives you the most problem when you come back is the breaking ball. You know, you can sit on fastballs. That's what you see in batting practice. Breaking ball is a little bit different.
And Bundy's 2-2. He punched it in there for strike 3 to catch him looking. We'll catch up to you again.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it very much. No score in this one. From the Red Sox alumni game. The auction open until tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. So visit redsox.com/RSF auction to bid right now. Net proceeds from the auction will support our good friend and former NESN videographer, the great John Martin, with his battle against ALS. Jerry Remy, Dave O'Brien with you. Bottom of the 3rd inning. 0-0 here in Baltimore. Rickard 0 for 1. He's popped to the catcher. Sock to third. And Devers on the money. I think you're noticing here in recent days a more confident and a better defensive third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Now Devers, you know, the problem never really has been throwing the ball. You know, he's got a very strong and fairly accurate arm. The problem has been fielding the ball, and that time he played that ball very nice. He played it into a good hop.
Certainly has been cleaner. Adam Jones is 1 for 1, base hit first time up. Hitting .333 since May 4th, and he is cranking away. He is one Oriole who has been doing his job, and he's 2 for 2 tonight.
Well, you know, a lot of times the thought against a knuckleball pitcher is the fact swing early, because they're trying to get ahead of you with that knuckleball that really is not maybe their best. And that's the approach that a lot of hitters take. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it's true, but they don't want to get behind 2 strikes when they throw that real filthy knuckleball.
So they have 3 hits off of Stephen Wright. He's got 2 of them, and Scope will climb in now 0 for 1. Now, to be fair to the Orioles, as much as they have had a bad year to this point, they did have baseball's toughest schedule beginning the season, facing Houston, the Yankees, the Red Sox, and Cleveland, all in the first month of games. They had an absolutely brutal schedule. That one off the mid of Vasquez. That'll go to the backstop, and that'll advance Jones down to second. That'll be a pass ball on Christian Vasquez.
Yeah, that's one that Vasquez normally handles right here. He's got to go to the backhand. It really doesn't dance away that much. It just went right off the top of the glove. A lot of times you see that knuckleball dive to Vasquez's right. That one did not do that.
So an RBI chance here for Scope. One down. Flies that one to right field. Mookie Betts is backing up. He's got room to make the play. Jones will tag up, and he will advance into third with 2 down.
Wednesday, June 27th is Jackie Bradley Jr. bobblehead night at Fenway Park. The first 10,000 fans in attendance will receive a JBJ bobblehead presented by Gatorade. For tickets and more information, visit redsox.com/promos.
Third baseman is Valencia. He'll dig in now. 0 for 1. He's flying to center. So a man at third base for Baltimore. In there for a strike.
A lot of pressure on Vasquez now with this knuckleball at the man at third base. No question about that. Got to be clean.
Opponents 0 for 16 against Wright with men in scoring position. And the 0-1. Ground ball to third. Devers with a spin. Fires on. Got him. That was very smooth. And prevented a run from scoring. Still 0-0. Andrew Benintendi to lead off here in the 4th inning and rips into a base hit, maybe more. Trying to cut it off will be Rickert, and he will. Did a nice job getting to that and hold Benintendi to his 2nd single. He is 2 for 2. Time now for a social stretch with Casey. Casey, what do you have for us tonight?
This right here is sportsmanship. A Minnesota high school pitcher, Ty, he struck out his childhood friend Jack to help his team advance to the state championship. But before Ty celebrated the victory with his teammates, he went immediately over to his friend to give him a hug and console him. I'm not crying. You are crying. Not yet, right? Yeah. Our friendship is more important than just the silly outcome of a game. That's cool. Very cool. Casey, thank you for that. J.D. Martinez swings and fouls it away. He struck out in 1st inning. Red Sox have a man on in a 0-0 game in the 4th. Now
Benintendi with 2 hits so far, 1 on a fastball, and that one was on the breaking ball, the curveball that he picks up the base hit. Pretty nice play by Rickett out there in right field to hold him to a single.
JD coming off a nice homestand, 6 out of 18, 2 home runs. High pop up and backing up Scope into the outfield. He will take it. So JD 0 for 2 tonight. Moreland next.
How about the play that Devers made that last inning? That was pretty impressive, going to his left, saving a run for the Red Sox, covering a lot of ground.
And a nice little spin move on that.
Yeah.
We'll give you another look at that in a moment. Moreland 0 for 1. He struck out in 1st inning. Sox now 2 hits. Both belong to Benintendi, the base runner. Bogart's on deck. 0-1 from Bundy will not be made as he steps off.
Benintendi showed back in the 1st inning that he wants to run off Bundy, and that time Bundy holding the ball a long time and then just stepping off.
Bounding ball. Scope has it. Out at 2nd, spin throw, dug out, and got him on the double play, which will retire the side. Davis digging it out of the dirt. Baltimore, great to have you with us tonight. Red Sox beginning this really long trip. Scoreless here to the bottom of the 4th inning. Wright has run his scoreless streak to 19 consecutive innings. And here's Trumbo to lead it off. He's 0 for 1. He's grounded to second. Another guy with the ability to hit a lot of home runs, and he's done it in the past. His resume is that of a home run hitter. Up and down the lineup they have those guys, but as Jerry mentioned, they're 10th in the American League in home runs. It was the one thing you expected the Orioles to do particularly well.
Yeah, between Trumbo and Davis, they have a total of 7 home runs. I mean, nobody expected that.
No. 0-2, he goes chasing. That one dances out of the zone, and down he goes. Time for our high-strength steel play, brought to you by New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado.
Now, last inning, Devers saving a run by ranging to his left in a spin-around move with the accurate throw to first base to get the out. And by making that play, kept it a 0-0 ball game.
Trey Mancini walked in the second. That one fired back, and it almost got Davis, who was standing outside the on-deck area, went slamming into the brick not far from him.
Yeah, that ball comes ricocheting off that brick very, very quickly behind home plate.
Oh, and 1 on Mancini.
There's a foul ball. Just Davis jumping out of way, an inside fastball.
1-1. Off the mid of Vasquez, 2 balls, 1 strike. Eduardo Rodriguez on the hill tomorrow evening. Left-hander can go to 8-1 on the year. 368 earned run average. 2-1. Trickler. Devers charging, gobbles it, and gets him. He's made some nice plays tonight.
Well, you know, he's playing in Baltimore, and who played here but Brooks Robinson? Maybe he feels like Brooks Robinson tonight. I mean, he's making all kind of plays. Charging the ball that time, right into the webbing of the glove, on the run. Accurate throw again to first base. So far, a good defensive night for Devers.
Davis 0 for 1. He whiffed in the second. Orioles 3 hits, Sox have 2.
Big shift put on for Chris Davis. 2 knuckleballs right at the top of the strike zone.
Will he fan him again? 0-2. Went with a heater at 86.
Yeah, tried to surprise him right there to get him to chase a high fastball.
And he left it in tight. For 4 generations, KM has been locally crafting quality Franks for Sox fans. Pick up KM Fenway Franks at your grocer today. KM, together we grill. 84 strikeouts for Davis. Make it 85 as he foul tipped it into the mitt. 1-2-3. Go to the 5th inning. Red Sox to bring up Xander Bogaerts, Rafael Devers, and Eduardo Nunez against Dylan Bundy. Xander with a fly to right, 0 for 1. He has homered in his career against Bundy, and .280 lifetime against the righty. Sox bidding for their 45th win already. Going to get on the board right here, and that'll be in tight for ball 3.
That fastball averaging about 91 miles an hour tonight for Bundy. 90, 91, sometimes 92.
He's taking all the way through for a strike. Red Sox beat Bundy last time they faced him May 19 at Fenway. Gave up 3 home runs in that game. And at Camden Yards against Boston, his ERA is 6.18. And it's going to be ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the 5th. Let's get out to Guerin.
OB, before the game, Alex Cora said Mookie Betts is ready to go. He's in the J.D. Martinez program. Now, this is the first time that we have heard this term. And Martinez is really known for his pregame routine. And he's also, his fundamentals are solid, and he's always talking about hitting. J.D. has talked about how he did not really have a guy in the clubhouse in Houston that he could go to for advice. So he's wanted to become that guy here. And guys, anybody who talked to Mookie Betts, Xander Bogaerts have said that when they have questions, they go to Martinez. And guys, Cora said that there are currently about 5 guys in the J.D. Martinez program.
All right, Karen, thank you very much. I wonder if that means he's going to start carrying around, Mookie that is, like 5 notebooks like J.D. does, with incredible detail about all the pitchers he faces. 5 very thick notebooks. Here comes the 0-1. Devers popped up to the third baseman first time. He was 0 for 1. .2. High pop up into right. Record time to saunter in. And Devers is 0 for 2. Our key matchup presented by Sullivan Tire Complete Auto Service. We're always here to get you there. Mookie Betts against the Orioles since 2016. Well, he's played 44 games against them. .331 average, 13 homers, and 38 runs batted in.
Might be an opportunity for the Red Sox to play a little hit and run with Nunez at the plate. 1 out. Bogaerts at first base. They get the proper pitch, proper count. They may try it.
And Bundy from the set. He delivers a strike with the slider. Oriole pitching has been a major issue. In fact, in the American League, only Kansas City has a higher ERA. Orioles allow a .285 batting average. Tapper to Scope charging in. He'll fire on to get the out at first base. Scampering into second safely is Bogaerts with 2 down. Premium flex plans are available right now. Plans include matchups with the Yankees and summer weekend games and some of the best seat locations at Fenway. For more information, go to redsox.com/premiumflex.
Looked like Bogaerts was going to run into a tag there, but just took off to his right, went around Jonathan Scope, and gets in a scoring position at second base with 2 outs.
Brings up Vasquez, who lined to right first time up.
See Bogaerts going into second base, kind of a chop towards second. Here comes Scope, and there goes Bogaerts right around him.
But it'll take a 2-out hit. 0-1. 0-2. Vasquez coming in had some of the best success against Dylan Bundy. 5 for 15 off him. The ball pretty well first time up, but for an out. No score in the 5th. On a night where the Red Sox have gotten back Mookie Betts. And he went fishing. Down he goes. Or did he foul it away? Yeah, he got a piece of it. And Showalter's coming out to argue this. It's called a foul ball by Nick Lentz.
That was no foul ball.
Sure
Didn't
was.
look like.
So a break for the Red Sox, it certainly appears.
Wow, I already had K written down on my scorecard.
I got to wipe mine out now. Man at second. We'll see how big that call is.
Yeah, make it hurt.
Dribbler foul to hang in. Sox have won 9 of their last 10 against the Orioles. 6 out of 7 this year. Each of the next 9 between the Sox and the Orioles will be right here at Camden Yards. Bogarts led off the inning with a walk. He's at second with 2 away in the 0-2. And that's in there for strike 3. Side finally retired. Now it's time to check in with Adam and Casey for the mid-5th studio show, guys. She makes no mistakes.
No mistakes.
Those of us who make a lot of mistakes, we need gallons of that stuff. Well, nothing here as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It's well established that Jerry and I are a little older, and so we still need the whiteout.
A little.
Come on now, the truck's telling me, what's it like using a typewriter? I don't use a typewriter. Been months. Cisco 225 with 2 home runs, leading off bottom of the 5th inning. Very well pitched game. Red Sox scuffling to score though. Trying to get the offense rolling again. Cisco had a base hit first time up. He'll be followed by Peterson and then Rickard for Baltimore. Meanwhile, Wright pitching another very strong game. He's allowed 3 singles. Softly hit to first. Moreland right near the bag for a fast out.
Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings live right after the game. TC, Lenny, and Steve will break down the game, and you'll hear from Stephen Wright and Alex Cora. Who but WB Mason celebrating over 20 years of same-day delivery.
Peterson, a number 9 man, is 0 for 1.
Alex Cora is a man in motion, man. He doesn't stop. You know, you can't, it's hard to catch him in his office. Before the games, he's always moving around. During batting practice, he's out chatting with players on the field, doing a lot of different things,
and really enjoying himself. Here he is before the game with Devers.
He likes to hang around the infielders, you know, and then he'll make his way to the outfield, talk to everybody. Somebody comes across. He doesn't hang around the batting cage very much. He likes to get out in the field.
He's done a lot of really good work with Rafael Devers, I think, in terms of mental preparation and playing at this level. You know, Rafael scuffled defensively. There's no question about that. Looks to be improving every day, and he's had one of his better nights of the year tonight. Down goes Peterson, 2 up and 2 down.
I'll tell you, this run that Wright is on right now is incredible. I mean, it's just strike after strike after strike.
He's set down 7 in a row. His last start, he retired the last 13 he faced. Top of the order in Rickard. He's popped up and grounded out. Started the night hitting just .217.
Hey, how about that curveball? Now we've seen the fastball, the curveball, and the knuckleball.
1-1, and every time a Red Sox pitcher strikes out an Oriole, Lexus will donate $50 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. One. Dropped it in there at 75. Sox will have due up in the 6th inning. Jackie Bradley, Mookie Betts, and Andrew Benintendi. Benintendi's 2 for 2.
A little bit harder with that knuckleball at 78 miles an hour. It's the one he wanted to put him away with right there.
I walked into the clubhouse on Saturday, and who was sitting right there next to Stephen Wright, Red Sox clubhouse? Tim Wakefield. And popped up. First base side, Moreland drifting over. That's going to be off into the stands.
See the last 2 pitches, what he does is he throws one at 78. And then the next one he throws at 67. So he's trying to keep him off balance, not only with the knuckle, but with the velocity of the knuckleball. That's the harder one that he threw, and then he threw a softer one after that. This is the one, I believe, at 67 that he featured. Yeah, it took a little bit off at 67.
The last pitch fouled back by Rickard was a fastball. 86. Mixing it up. 2-2 coming. Scoreless in the 5th. Right, trying to set them down in order again. And a chopper charging in Nunez. Routine play to retire the side. And Jackie Bradley leading things off second time around against Dylan Bundy with Betts on deck and then Benintendi. We'll see the second time through they can do something here with Bundy. Has been just as tough as Stephen Wright. And Wright has been terrific again. Jackie with one career home run against Bundy, 6 for 22 off him. No runs, 2 hits for the Red Sox. No runs and 3 hits for Baltimore. Red Sox in the last 2 innings have put the leadoff man aboard, but have been unable to score him. Mookie back in lineup tonight, 0 for 2. A good count now for JBJ, 3-1.
Here's where he's really got to narrow his zone down. Look for his pitch, the one that he handles the best, and if it's not there, take it.
Three and two.
Think you know Boston sports? Prove it. Subscribe to NESSENS.com's daily email newsletter, The Lead. Stay ahead of the latest news and participate in a weekly baseball trivia contest every Tuesday through June 12th with a chance to win an ultimate ballpark experience.
3-2. Socked to dead away center field. Jones backing up. He's there. One man gone.
And just to complete that promo, visit NESSEN.com/fan experience to learn more.
I didn't know if you were done.
Woo! I'm out of breath.
Well, Jerry, our key matchup is presented by Sullivan Tire Complete Auto Service. We're always here to get you there. Mookie Betts against Baltimore since 2016. 45 games, hitting .328, 13 home runs. He's lined to left and struck out. Yeah, for some reason you're getting the really long ones.
Yeah, and I'm not. You know, I get flustered because I'm watching the pitcher and I'm trying to read the thing at the same time.
Well, I know it. People think it's real easy. Dad, let's be honest, it is. Benintendi on deck, and the base is empty. The 1-1 popped up. Is it playable? Cisco over toward the netting, but not going to get to this on top of that dugout. 1-2. Mookie, despite missing all that time, 14 games because of the abdominal strain, still number 3 in the American League in extra base hits with 37. And still number 1 in batting average in all of baseball. Looking for a great Father's Day gift? Ace Ticket has great tickets at great prices to all Sox games, so bring Dad to a game at Fenway. Visit aceticket.com right now. Sox went 8-6 without Mookie. Check swing. They appeal. No swing. Mark Carlson 2-2. In tight at 92 with the 4-seamer and all filled up on Betts.
Yeah, Mookie was diving in that time. The ball really wasn't all that close, but because he was diving in, it just missed his hands.
High ground ball to third. Takes a hop for Valencia. 2 away. Benintendi will be next. A base hit in the first, base hit in the fourth. Did a very nice job in that leadoff spot. While Mookie was out 16 games hitting in the leadoff position. Benintendi hit .338, 5 homers. He drove in 12. Red Sox with 22 home runs out of leadoff spot, or 8 more than any other team has from the leadoff position. Two 0. .286 against Bundy for Benintendi with a home run.
And I'd like to see him hit one right now. You know, he put on a show in batting practice today. It was very impressive. It's a changeup on the 2-0 count. I give him the green light. 3-0. Why not? Short porch out there in right field.
Yep, Bundy might groove one, a 3-0. And he does not. Instead, all the way to the backstop as he walks him.
Not even close. 3 balls, no strikes. Not even close to the zone.
So a 2-out walk brings up Martinez. You know Bundy didn't want to do that. Although JD tonight has struck out and popped up 0 for 2. Sox trying to get on the board here in the 6th inning. Pitchers duel. Seen a lot of those lately. That'll be ball 1. JD has reached base in his last 18 games against the Orioles. He's hitting .417 over that span. The 1-0. Ball 2, and suddenly that plate is moving around on Bundy. Martinez getting a lot of national attention with the season that he is putting together his first year in Boston. Here's the 2-0. Runner goes. Pop foul back out of play. Benintendi was on the move.
Martinez really had a good swing at that too. That's one he'd like to have back one more time.
No score in the 6th. Here's the 2-1. Inside to make it 3-1. Moreland on deck. Will he offer up a pitch that Martinez can crush?
If it's like the 2-0 pitch, he might.
Bundy's 3-1 will not be made. Diving back in Benintendi.
Tonight after Red Sox coverage on NESN Sports Today, we'll have highlights and reaction to this Red Sox Orioles game. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank, where the technology is as helpful as the people.
Benintendi taking off on the 3-1, cut on and missed. He will dive into second base. Safe with the theft. So Red Sox again have a man in scoring position.
It's a couple of times he's run in this at bat on hitters counts. That time it was a breaking ball on the 3-1 count to Martinez, which certainly helps Benintendi. He really gets a good jump down at first base. I mean, he's almost at full speed after 1 or 2 steps.
11 stolen bases for Andrew. And a 3-2. Foul tip to the mitt. Struck him out. Red Sox can't bring in that run. Pistachio, cookie dough, butter pecan. Stop by and grab yours. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. This is a limited time offer. Bottom 6, 0-0. Red Sox and the Orioles, game 1 of a 3-game series. Adam Jones has been in a little bit of trouble with a pair of singles. He is 2 for 2. But the Orioles only have one other hit outside of that tonight against Stephen Wright, who has been outstanding again. That'll be ball 2. So it's Jones, Scope, Valencia against the fast working knuckleballer, and the 2-0 pitch.
Knuckleball brings a lot of smiles to hitters' faces. You know, they can't believe where it moves sometimes and how much it drops.
Fouled off, 2-2.
Oh, that got Vasquez pretty good right there. There's Jones after that one knuckleball a couple pitches ago that just dropped in for a strike on him. And I mean, what else can you do?
Scope on deck and a 2-2. And poke foul out of play. Now Wright has been mowing him down with a butterfly all night once again, as he did last time out against Detroit, going 7 scoreless innings. He left that one up top. He's only walked one man. That was Mancini in the 2nd inning. These innings have been quick. And a payoff. Up top, that one off the mitt. Vasquez couldn't find it. It'll roll all the way to the backstop, and it's ball 4. So Jones will take off for first base and reach for the 3rd time. And Wright upset. When hip and knee pain force you to sit out, make sure you visit the joint replacement experts at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Visit BIDMC.org. What a beautiful night here.
Yeah, it turned out to be spectacular. And I guess the next couple of days are supposed to be really nice. Mid-70s, no humidity. Beautiful time of the year here.
Scope is hitless 0 for 2. He flied to right the last time up. Now Scope, a guy that Wright, I'm sure, circled with a big red marker before tonight's game, because he has 3 lifetime home runs against the knuckleballer. 5 for 12 with the 3 big flies coming in. That'll run in. 2-0. Jones aboard at first, no score. Two and one.
I think most managers will tell you that knuckleball pitches are very, very tough to manage, because you know, you just don't know. I mean, sometimes either they're in a great groove and it can just leave them for about 3 or 4 batters, and that quickly the game's turned around. Very, very difficult.
Can leave them for several batters and then come right back again.
And then come right back again. You're exactly right.
Can be maddening. Requires great patience. 2-1. That one ripped to center field. Racing back. Bradigan turned around. Oh, he recovered to make the play. Jones will retreat to first base. Hardest hit ball of the night by the Orioles. Jackie recovered.
That's a great play by Jackie. It looks like he turned the wrong way at first, and look how he adjusts going back to this line drive. He didn't have much time to react on that because the ball was hit so hard. But it looks like he started to his right that had to quickly readjust. That's just some very good center field out there.
So scope denied.
See where Jackie is right there. Now watch him take off to his right. Then he's going to spin and go back the other way. No problem. I got it.
Yeah, no real sense of panic there.
No. Never is.
Seldom is with him. Valencia has grounded out and flied out. He is one Oriole having a pretty good year with the bat. Not many others are. The man at first base, Mr. Jones, is. Hammered foul.
Tomorrow at 6, don't miss Red Sox first pitch presented by Joseph Abboud, available at Men's Warehouse. TC, Lenny, and Steve will break down Stephen Wright start tonight.
Big Mark Trumbo on deck. A ball and a strike to Valencia. And he pops that one up back toward the screen. Vasquez coming on back, but it's over the top of the net. So 1-2. They might have gotten a little bit of a better crowd than they thought they would tonight with the Red Sox in town. The Sox drew several thousand more than anticipated here. The Red Sox have typically been really good for the turnstiles at Camden Yards. 1-2. Fly toward left, shallow, backing out Devers and Bogarts. Benintendi coming on. Bogarts will make the play in fair ground. The umpire Pat Hoberg ruled, and that is out number 2.
The take charge right there by Bogarts. You know, it's a little bit tough right now because it's twilight. And boy, you don't want to take your eye off the baseball right now. Bogarts had complete control of this. He calls off Devers. Devers gets out of the way, and Bogarts makes the catch.
So it'll send up Trumbo, is grounded to second and struck out.
Tough sky right now, Dave, for those pop-ups and fly balls.
Very much. Sun is just setting. It made a late in the day appearance. 2 away. Wright working on a string of scoreless innings that has reached 21 2/3. And a 1-0 to the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. The flip will retire the side. 7th inning already, and a high fly ball into right center field. Jones backing up at the wall. He's got it. Moreland getting under one a little bit. He sends it for a ride. A noisy out. 1 man gone. Dylan Bundy's pitching line brought to you by Lexus, inviting you to see, hear, feel, and experience amazing. He's been real tough. 79 pitches, 6 1/3, 5 Ks.
Yeah, it's one of the better games we've seen him throw. How about that shot, huh?
Perfect. No score in the 7th. Xander Bogaerts is 0 for 1 with a walk. Rafael Devers on deck. Red Sox have had all of 4 base runners the whole night against Bundy. The 1-1. That's a strike. Right at the bottom of the zone.
A little question by Bogaerts, the umpire, on that one, but didn't look like it had the bottom of the strike zone.
And a 1-2 to Xander. Yeah, the Red Sox with 4 base runners in the entire ball game, and Benintendi has been on 3 times. 2 singles, a walk, and a stolen base for Andrew. Two. Another one down into the dirt to run it full. Bogaerts and Benintendi are the only 2 Red Sox to get as far as second base tonight. Payoff pitch from Bundy. Hammered deep short. Peterson off balance and safe at first base. Xander Bogaerts has got himself a hit. An infield single for Xander. Time now for a game break, brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Here's Tom Caron. Tom, thank you. Devers to climb in, throw to first base, and Xander stepping back. He's beat on an infield single to short. So the hits are now even at 3. Devers 9 home runs. Took a home run cut, as he often does.
He likes that first pitch, and he likes to leave the ballpark on that first pitch. That ball was away from him. You bring that ball back in about 6 inches, and you might be talking about a 2-0 lead.
Rafael, a little 5-game hit streak brewing. Nunez on deck. Shot but foul past third base. Go back to May, and these 2 squared off against each other, and Devers won that battle with a home run.
That ball's away from him too. It looked like a changeup away that he takes to the opposite field at Fenway Park.
He ran around the bases, and you could see his breath. Man, am I glad those days and nights are over. Man, I just got a little chill watching the replay. Nothing like that tonight here in Baltimore. Red Sox trying to strike. Bogaerts on at first, 1 down, and the 1-2. Lunging and fouling that one away.
How in the world did he hit that? How did he hit that? That ball was in his toe.
quite a swing.
Oh my goodness.
He takes some hacks. And I think he's very entertaining to watch swing the bat.
Yeah, but that's not one you put on a hitting clinic.
No, it is not. That doesn't quite make the cut.
Well, I don't know how he made contact.
The 1-2 and swung on and missed. Down he goes, strike 3. So 2 away. This Father's Day, give Dad the gift of baseball with MLB.tv. Watch live games on demand. Save 50% now through Father's Day. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. 15,934 the crowd tonight. Red Sox Nation in attendance. Here's Nunez. He's 0 for 2. A couple of grounders to second. Nothing in the 7th inning. Vasquez would be next. Ground ball to first and scooped up and dropped, and back to the bag goes Davis, and that will do it. 1 man left. Cam, together we grill. And by Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Jerry Remy, Dave O'Brien with you here from Camden Yards. Nothing. Bottom of the 7th inning. Mancini, Davis, Cisco here against Stephen Wright. Just flat dealing. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So 22 consecutive scoreless innings for Wright. Longest active streak in the American League. And the 0-2.
Whoa.
Didn't get it.
78-mile-an-hour knuckleball that time through the hard one. Just missed the outside corner. That one really dropped.
And so did that one. 66. That was a curveball to strike him out.
Take another look. Looks. I think it was a knuckleball. It just dropped right off the table. I mean, he went from knuckleball. He went from 78 to 66, and just threw the timing completely off of Mancini.
How about that one? So he whiffs Mancini, for the first out here in the 7th, and now Davis, who already has struck out twice, makes contact this time into the shift. Nunez will flip on and get him. 2 fast outs in the 7th inning.
Tomorrow at 6:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. TC, Lenny, and Steve will preview Eduardo Rodriguez's start tomorrow against the Orioles. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
Chance Cisco 1 for 2 with a base hit. He is the number 8 hitter. And that one drifts in there for a strike. Pitch number 87. And that hits it. So struck by the pitch. Cisco is aboard.
Yeah, you really, as a hitter, you don't know where it's going to go. So you just kind of try to hang in there as long as you can, and it gets him, looks like, off the elbow. Looks like there might have been a little movement by that elbow to get into that knuckleball too.
Peterson is flied out, struck out, 0 for 2. Only 3 hits apiece in this one. Showing a bunt, drops it down toward third. Devers will fire on the move, and off the bag Moreland. He'll be safe at first. Down to second is Cisco. So the Orioles have something going on here as Peterson bunts his way on.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I mean, try to change momentum in the game. They really got nothing going on. Nobody does. And even with 2 outs, drops one down the third base line. Moreland made a smart move by coming off the bag and keeping that ball from going down the right field line. Try something different. The other stuff's not working.
The catcher Vasquez is chatting with Lentz, the umpire, and here comes Alex Cora.
Now the question is, maybe was he out of the batter's box when he bunted the ball?
Well, nothing will change here. First and second, 2-away. Take another look as Peterson drops it down.
Now let's see where his feet are when he bunts it. Looks like 1 foot might have been close to home plate. Now we can't tell by that angle if the whole foot was out of the box. Take a look at another angle. Whoa. Oh, they got a good point right there. They really do. And if that whole foot's out of the box, he's out.
2 down, 2 on, the 1-0. And a ground ball foul. Well, the first 2 went quickly. Mancini on the whiff, Davis on the ground out, and then Cisco hit by the pitch. Peterson with a bunt hit. One is up top. 2-1. And Kelly is warming up in the bullpen. That play is not reviewable. Alex Cora hoping that one of the umpires may have seen something.
It's a tough call, Liam.
Yep, 2-1
really
is well outside. So Vasquez will hand deliver the baseball here. 3-1. Jones is on deck, and that's the last guy that Stephen Wright wants to see, because he has 2 hits and he's taken a ball 4 in this one. So 3-1 on Rickard. Go ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 7th. And he will walk him. And that's going to load up the bases for Baltimore.
And now Alex Cora is coming out. It looks like he's going to make a move if Kelly's ready.
Adam Jones will be the batter, and here comes Cora. So Wright pitching into the 7th inning without allowing a run, although all 3 of these men are his responsibility. And Kelly continues to work. They buy him a little more time, and that's it for Wright. And we're going to keep it right here. Another outstanding effort by Stephen Wright, but leaves behind a bit of a hornet's nest in a 0-0 game in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Vasquez will get his regular catcher's mitt back, and Kelly is coming on.
You know how things change in a game quickly. Wright had 2 very quick outs, and then Cisco comes to the plate. It looked like he put his elbow out a little bit to get hit by the pitch. He did get hit by the pitch. And then you get a bunt with 2 outs, drop down the third base line. Now here's Cisco. Watch his right elbow go out. All right, he gets hit right there. Now the next guy's bunting, and then Vasquez questions whether he's out of the batter's box with his back foot. It looks to me to be out of the batter's box. So, but there's your next runner. So how quickly things change. 2 weird plays.
And then the free pass of Rickard to load them up. Wright's pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 6 2/3, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, only a handful of hits. So Kelly coming on. Joe with a 2.86 ERA in 28 appearances. And looking for a strikeout of Jones, who's had the best night of anybody on the Orioles. A single in the 1st, a single in the 3rd, and he took ball 4 in the 6th inning. But the bases are all filled up for Baltimore. Best scoring chance by far of either side tonight. It's been Dylan Bundy against Stephen Wright. They've both been just outstanding.
Rafael Devers having a good night defensively for the Red Sox, going to his left, spinning, throwing to first base. Beautiful play right there earlier in the ball game. And then Devers charging and scoops at that one. Throws him out. So he's a nice night at third base. But boy, the Red Sox need a big out right here from Joe Kelly. Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Yeah, the Wolf is at the door for the Red Sox here. Jones, 10 home runs, 29 runs batted in. There are 2 out. And Joe Kelly ready to fire. Ball 1. So it's Cisco at third, Peterson who bunted his way on at second, and Rickard who took the walk at first. '97 past him, 1-1.
Yeah, just blew that fastball right by Adam Jones. I mean, all night you watch the knuckleballs cut the home plate, then you see 97.
The 1-1 pitch to Jones. One and 2. Now, Kelly's done it on a couple of occasions already this season. Entered a game with the bases loaded and come up big. Can he do it again? 1-2 to Jones.
Brought it up a dial there to 98. Jones fouling it off.
4 for 16 lifetime against Kelly. So far, all fastballs. 1-2. Got him! He struck him out. Rising heat at 97. Kelly leaves them loaded. Camden Yards in Baltimore. Vasquez to lead it off. That one over his head. On a curveball by Bundy, who goes back out there for the 8th. And what an effort by Joe Kelly, coming on with the bases loaded and facing Adam Jones, who had 2 hits earlier, and he strikes him out to retire the side and leaves them all filled up, which Kelly has done a couple of times this year. Same kind of scenario. He has been golden.
There was no fooling around with Joe Kelly. You know, coming in following the knuckleball pitch, and nothing but fastballs from 97 to 98 miles an hour.
Vasquez 0 for 2. He's lined to right and struck out in this one. That's a cut and a miss. 2-1. So the biggest threat of the night, and the Red Sox survive it. Jackie Bradley on deck, and then Mookie Betts. First time in a couple of weeks we've been able to say that. Here's the 2-1. Line shot, but foul. 2-2. Bundy has only allowed the Red Sox 3 hits, and they're all singles. So he has been awfully good. Came in 4-7, a 4.04 ERA, but pitching much better. Off the end of the bat, foul. I think Joe Kelly's pitched himself into all-star consideration with the year he's having.
He'll be back out there for the 8th.
And a 2-2 from Bundy. He put him away with 93. One away.
You go back and look at the strikeout by Kelly. You know, he comes in following a knuckleball pitcher that's nothing but heat. Fastballs. He missed the first with a 97. A swing and a miss. Goes another swing and a miss. Then they want to go a little bit higher, and he gets a foul ball. They want to go high again, and he gets a strikeout.
Popped up twisting foul out of play by Jackie Bradley, who was grounded to second and flied out to center. You saw how fired up Wright was when Kelly got out of that jam. Betts on deck. Ground ball to the shift. Scope will take that. 2 up, 2 down. Mookie Betts coming up, and CVS Health is investing $50 million over 5 years to extend their commitment to helping people lead tobacco-free lives. You can learn more at cvshealth.com/be-the-first. Michael Gibbons loosening in the bullpen. Mookie is 0 for 3. Started the night by lining sharply to left. Since then, he has struck out and grounded out. One nothing. That's back in May against Bundy.
That one in the drizzle, the rain, the cold weather, everything. Monster seats.
2-1. High fly ball into left field. Mancini is going to back up. He's under, and he will make the play shy of the track. Red Sox go 1-2-3 in the 8th. Bottom of the ninth inning, nothing here from Baltimore, and Schoop to lead things off against Joe Kelly. Schoop in this one is 0 for 3. Our game summary brought to you by Xfinity. Not a whole lot to say about the offenses in this one. The pitching very good. Wright went 6 2/3 and will have no decision. Bundy so far 8 innings, 7 strikeouts. Sox only have 3 hits off him. Swinging bunt. Kelly to pounce, fire, and get it. Schoop retired. He's 0 for 4.
Yeah, Joe dropped down to the side and threw a sinker to Moreland on that one. Still got the out. Little tap in front of home plate. Kelly very aggressive, great athlete. Gets to this ball. Watch him drop down to the side. Little sinker. Running back into the runner. Plenty of time, though, to get Jonathan Schoop.
Sends up Danny Valencia, who's gone 0 for 3. With 1 gone. Same 2 clubs tomorrow evening at 7:05. Eduardo Rodriguez against the right-hander David Hess. And then 3:05 Wednesday afternoon, the last one of this series, Sale against Cashner. Chris Sale will go in 5-4 at 283. Eddie Rodriguez 7-1. Mark Trumbo next. Baltimore just swept in Toronto to fall to 19-45, worst record in the majors. They've been tough tonight. Here comes the 2-0. That's pounded in there at 98. 2-1. Orioles have 4 hits, and 2 of those from Adam Jones. All the hits in the game are singles. 2-1. Left-hander Richard Blyer working in the bullpen now for the Orioles. They do have Zach Britton available.
Yeah, just coming off the disabled list today. He's on a rehab assignment.
I wonder how much longer he's going to be an Oriole. As soon as he proves he is 100%, I would think. Here comes the 2-2. Fastball away at 99 to fill it up. One down, bases empty. 3-2 coming to Valencia. Line down the right field line, but foul. Yeah, Britton has not thrown a pitch all season. He made 5 major league rehab appearances with 3 different minor league affiliates to make sure he was ready. Back from that right Achilles surgery. When healthy, one of the great closers in baseball. Payoff pitch now to Valencia. And fouled away. Just got a piece of it to hang in. That was 100 miles an hour.
I saw Vasquez and Kelly playing mind games with Valencia. You know, he's telling him to shake him off, because as a hitter you're thinking about, well, he's going to call a fastball here, and he's shaking him off to make him think, well, maybe he's going to throw a breaking ball, and he comes back with a 99.
And 3-2 again to Valencia. He walks him. So a base runner with 1 down here for the Orioles. Time now for the Geico Red Sox moment, honoring the 13 champions Game number 67. Red Sox would beat the Rays 2-1. Daniel Nava's 2-run homer enough to propel the Red Sox to the victory. So here's Trumbo. He's gone 0 for 3. He's grounded to second, struck out, hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice. Scoreless in the 8th inning. Trumbo began the season on the disabled list, so he's had a very tough time of it, like many of the Orioles. That'll be strike one, 99. In the 9th inning, the Red Sox will have due up Benintendi, Martinez, and Moreland. Valencia aboard at first with one man gone. High fly down the right field line. Betts giving chase. Still coming. That's off into the crowd. No play for Mookie.
Not a lot of foul territory down the lines here at Camden Yards. You run out of room very, very quickly when you get over to the foul line. You get that little garage door area down there. That's kind of weird when the ball gets shot in that direction. You lose track of the field, of the baseball, everything.
Yeah, they disappear from view for a moment. So 0-2 on Trumbo. Kelly trying to put him away. And popped up. Vasquez going back, coming. He's got it. Yeah, the Red Sox dugout, so 2 gone. And Mancini will be the next man in the box. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Mancini can hit the ball out of the ballpark. Got to be careful. 8 home runs. But hitting just .231. Runner on at first.
Well, all swings on Kelly's fastball. They have been late. Very late.
Joe doing quite a job last inning. Coming on with the bases loaded and striking out Adam Jones to end the threat for Baltimore and keep it 0-0. Up a strike on Mancini. Throw over and got back in. He stayed up on his feet. Valencia did.
Wow. I don't know what Valencia was thinking there, but he almost got picked off with almost no lead at all. He had to stretch to get back to the bag.
The 0-1. Fly ball into center field. Routine play coming on is Jackie Bradley, and he's got it. 1 man left. We go to the 9th. buyatoyota.com. By Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. And by the all-new Subaru Ascent. Love is now bigger than ever this summer. Ninth inning, no score in Baltimore. Richard Blyer coming out of their bullpen. Benintendi lines one and caught by Peterson on the lead. One pitch and one down in the ninth.
Well, Benintendi almost was on base for the 4th time tonight. Slicing one that time to shortstop.
2 singles and a walk for Benintendi.
Jumping on that first pitch from the lefty. A slice and not hit all that hard. Peterson right there to make the play.
Sends up JD Martinez. Quiet night so far for JD. 2 strikeouts and a pop-up. He's 0 for 3. 3 singles. That's it for the Red Sox tonight. Orioles with only 4 hits themselves. Here's the 0-1. Blyer's been pretty tough, a 2.03 ERA in 29 appearances. He's only walked 4 men, so he throws a lot of strikes. Kind of a contact guy. A ball and 2 strikes on JD. Moreland on deck. Johnson and Kimbrel side by side in the Red Sox pen. Depending on who is necessary. Very few scoring opportunities for the Sox tonight. And that's going to be in there to catch him looking. He'll debate it, but Martinez strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. Caught looking.
Yeah, a couple of pitches right on the corner to Martinez. You see pitch number 3, now pitch number 4, fastball 90 miles an hour. That's a good pitch. Red Sox dugout complaining the ball was too low.
2 down, the hitter Mitch Moreland. He's 0 for 3. Strikeout, a double play, a fly to center. Red Sox bats have been pretty darn quiet here recently. 0-2. Speedway donating $500 to Boston Children's Hospital for every Red Sox homer. Don't forget, all summer long, stop by your local Speedway and quench your thirst with a refreshing Speedy Freeze. And the 0-2 from Blyer. And that'll be in there for strike 3. So the Red Sox go quietly in the 9th inning.
ready to serve all military families.
Brian Johnson trying to get this game to extra innings. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Nothing here at Camden Yards. And Chris Davis will lead things off. So look at the numbers on Johnson, a .483 ERA. Davis has struck out twice and grounded a second. Cisco and Peterson will follow again at 7, 8, 9 for Buck Showalter's team. Orioles with 4 hits, Red Sox with 3. And the 0-1 to Davis. Huge moment in the ball game was the bottom of the 7th when Joe Kelly struck out Adam Jones with the bases loaded. Cisco next. Johnson trying to add to the strikeout total of Chris Davis. Which is now at 85 already this season. And the 2-2 from southpaw. Popped him up. Devers into left, plenty of time, and there to put it away. Red Sox Baseball on NESN is brought to you by Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. So 1 man away for Cisco, who's been on base a couple of times. Single in the 2nd inning. It was hit by a pitch in the 7th inning. And he hammers that one foul, 0-1.
3 lefties coming up this inning. The left-hander Johnson coming into the ball game to face the bottom of the batting order. And all left-handed hitters.
Well, Stephen Wright just continues to flat get it done, doesn't he? 6 2/3. No runs, 4 hits in this one.
It was great again tonight. He really was. And the thing that amazes me is how he changes speeds with that knuckleball. A 10-mile-an-hour difference. On some occasions.
1-1. And a number of fastballs mixed in there tonight that hit 86 miles an hour as Workman is in the bullpen. Orioles have the right-hander Brad Brock in theirs. And a 1-2 from Johnson. Chase Peterson, the on-deck hitter. The Red Sox can get it to the 10th inning. It'll be Bogarts, Devers, Nunez due up. And that is the goal now, to push it to free baseball. Here's the 1-2. And he won't chase it. And Eduardo Rodriguez against right-hander David Hess tomorrow in Game 2. Popped up. Is it playable? Devers moving over to the Red Sox dugout, but can't get to it. Two balls and 2 strikes on Chance Cisco. Johnson just got Davis on a pop-up. Now trying to get Cisco. 2-2. Roped down the line, but he hooked that one. It had the distance, but a foul ball.
Wow, ahead of that fastball that was inside. And For the Red Sox, a good thing way out in front of it. Had the distance, but not the direction.
2-2 again. All filled up now on Cisco.
Tries to get him with a breaking ball after that fastball in.
Well, the next one will be the 9th pitch of the at bat. Ground ball hit pretty softly. Nunez will have to fire on to Moreland and got it there in time. 2 down.
Moreland had to really hustle to get back to the bag because he started after that ground ball and then he realized that Nunez was there, so he backed off, had to sprint back to the first base bag. There's Moreland making his move to the baseball, but then he realizes Nunez is there. And he's able to get back in time and get out of the way of the runner.
Jace Peterson will be the hitter. He bunted his way on last time up. Dropped down a bunt single. We thought he may have carried a foot outside the batter's box. But it's not a reviewable play. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball low. Nobody aboard, 2 down. Last of the 9th. High chopper, but foul. Joey Rickard on deck. Here's the 1-2 from Johnson.
A lot of breaking balls from Johnson. He's got a lot of these left-handers out on their front foot.
One, 2 again. He left it wide.
And wanted the high fastball that time. Wouldn't chase it.
All filled up now. Johnson looking to get a 1-2-3 9th under his belt and get the game to the 10th inning. And get Xander Bogaerts up there. Vasquez urging him on. 3-2. And foul back. Pretty good rip. About 16,000 here at Camden Yards for game 1. Two down, 3-2 from the left-hander. And he walks him. So Peterson is on.
That's probably going to bring on Workman in the game with the right-hander coming to the plate.
So the call has gone to the right-hander with Rickard on the way up. Johnson gets the first 2 men, walking Peterson. And Workman, who has recently rejoined the Red Sox, will make his entrance.
One thing the Red Sox will have to be aware of is this possible stolen base. Peterson at first base had 6 on the season. They don't run very much at all, but he's one guy that does. He's only been thrown out 1 time, so that comes into play, especially in a ball game like this with 2 outs.
Brandon recalled from AAA on Tuesday. It looks like they're going to counter and bring up Alvarez to hit for Rickard. So the managerial wheels are turning. Left-hand hitter Pedro Alvarez, who's been a good pinch hitter. He's 5 for 9 with a couple of walks and 11 pinch hit opportunities. So Workman to warm up here. He's appeared in 3 innings at the big league level. He's pitched well. Go back to May. It was against Joe Kelly, but Alvarez has always had outstanding power in his career. Was able to go yard in that one.
Opposite field shot that time. Right at the top of the green monster of Porcello.
Time for Rick Porcello on the 19th of May. Also hit a grand slam against the Yankees on April 6th in the 14th inning. It was the latest grand slam in Orioles history and the latest ever against the New York Yankees. Right now scuffling along at 189, but he does have 8 home runs.
Red Sox in the shift for Alvarez, but they shade him to the opposite field in the outfield.
So runner on with 2 down, runner goes. And Vasquez drops it. Peterson sliding into second base. He has a theft.
That's what we're talking about. It didn't take very long. First pitch, you know, as I said, they don't run much, but he is one guy that will run. Picked the perfect pitch. He got a curveball to go on the transfer. The ball just slips off the hands of Vasquez, but he had no chance at him at second base.
So now a base hit could win the ball game for the Orioles. Winning run at second base. Here comes the 0-1 from Brandon Workman. 0-2.
Oh, that curveball's been really good for him the last couple of games. It's like a 12-6 curveball, and it's hard.
Peterson at second. 2 down. Bottom of the 9th inning, and the 0-2 from Workman.
He might go right back to the curveball here.
Jones on deck. Peterson, good lead away from second with 2 away. 1-2. Oh, right back to it. He struck him out again with a curveball. Outstanding work by Workman. We go to extra innings. official sponsor of Extra Innings. Sox are 2-3 so far in extra inning games this year, but we're going there again. Top half of the 10th. Red Sox nothing, Orioles nothing. Craig Gentry now enters the game in right after Rickert was pinch hit for, and Brad Brock coming out of their bullpen. 0-2, a 4.24 ERA, and walks something of an issue. Xander Bogaerts has walked tonight. He also has beaten out an infield hit. He's 1 for 2. Sox trying to get going offensively. It's been a silent night on the Inner Harbor. Been some terrific pitching in this game, and that hook by Brandon Workman was devastating.
Yeah, that curveball has been really a great pitch for him.
'93, 1 ball, 1 strike on Bogaerts. Devers on deck. Nunez to follow him. Just 3 hits for Boston. Red Sox leading the majors in runs scored, batting average, and extra base hits. So far, no runs and no extra base hits. And 1-2. Popped into right. Gentry with a play. Just got into the ball game, and he'll make the catch. 1 gone in the 10th. And here comes Rafael Devers, who's gone 0 for 3. He's had a very solid defensive game. At the plate, he's popped up, flied out, and struck out. Red Sox are the only team in the majors with as many as 6 players who have 9 home runs or more, and Rafael is one of them with 9.
He was looking to make it 10 on that swing.
Poke foul, 0-2. Red Sox have had 5 innings in this ball game, but they only sent 3 men to hit. Actually, a lot of quick frames on both sides. On the infield, Scope coming in. He'll flip on to get it. Devers gets up that line pretty well, but he's an out. 2 up and 2 gone. Thursday, don't miss Nesson's debut of Cape Cod, a journey to the bigs, following the stories of college ball players competing on the Cape as they strive to make their dreams of making the majors come true. That's Thursday night, 8:30, before Red Sox pregame coverage presented by Sullivan Tire and Auto Service. We're always here to get you there. Nunez is 0 for 3. Red Sox have 7 hitters in the lineup tonight who do not have a hit. Benintendi has 2. And Xander Bogaerts has an infield single, and that is it, as Kimbrel is throwing for the 2nd time. Ground ball to first, but a foul ball, a lunging effort, but in foul territory. Davis going after it. 1-2. Brock last year took over the closer's role when Britton went down an injury, and he had 18 saves, a 3.18 ERA. Did a nice job for them. He goes fishing. Down he goes for strike 3, and the Red Sox go 1-2-3. in the game. You see the Orioles have left 10 men on base. They've had better chances.
They really have. For the Red Sox, it's been silent movies offensively tonight.
And very few opportunities. Some people are still revved up here at Baltimore. Just want to see a run scored. Well, Workman trying to prevent the Orioles from doing that. He's back out for his second inning. And he'll get Jones, Scope, and Valencia. That's 2, 3, and 4. Jones had a pretty good night. He's one guy who can say that with 2 hits and a walk. Although Joe Kelly struck him out with the bases loaded in the 7th. With a blazing fastball. Of course, he's always a threat to hit it out of the ballpark. He has 10 home runs. Jones is hitting .333 since the 4th of May, so he's been cooking. He has not had a lot of help in this lineup since then. Here's the 0-1. Orioles last made the postseason just 2 years ago, and they won 89 games. One is up top. 2014, they got as far as the American League Championship Series against Kansas City, but they were swept by the Royals. Workman's 2-1 to Jones. Cracked to third base. Another chance for Devers. Fired on the run. He's been real smooth.
Very active and very accurate down on third base tonight. Everything clean into the glove. Everything clean on the throws to first base. Little dribbler down that third base line. Gets himself in good position with a little momentum going toward first base as he makes the catch on the ground ball. And that certainly helps him make a good accurate throw heading in that direction.
Jonathan Scope is 0 for 4. Tried to hold up. They appeal. No swing. Mark Carlson says so. Ball 1.
It's high and low so far for Workman. High with the fastballs, low with the curveballs.
Not a big night in the American League. There are only 4 games. The Yankees are not playing their idol. Sox at the moment a half game behind New York in the standings. And a 2-0 from Workman. High pop up. Jackie Bradley on the move. So is Benintendi, and Jackie wants it for the second out. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 10th, and Valencia is on the way up. Yankees will take on Washington in a really interesting series beginning tomorrow. Washington in a first place tie with Atlanta going into the day. Valencia has flied to center, grounded to third, and popped to short. He's also taken ball 4. The 11th inning, the Red Sox would have Vasquez, Bradley, and Betts due up. Mookie returning from his abdominal injury here tonight. Bit of a surprise. Hot shot. That's fair down the line. That'll be for extra bases. Benintendi to scoop it on the warning track, and trotting it with a double. Valencia with 2 down. That is the first extra base hit for either team in this one.
And Valencia has been on base twice now late in the game. A walk back in the 8th inning. Now the double right down the line to put a man in a scoring position with the 2 outs. Benintendi getting it, tracking it down, getting it back in, holding Valencia to the 2 bases. Dana Lavangi out for a conversation with Workman. Talk a little bit about Trumbo.
Who has gone 0 for 4. So a 2-out double for Danny Valencia. Been the pattern all night. The Orioles getting the superior chances. Trumbo's grounded to second, struck out, hit into a 6-4 force, and popped to the catcher. And Workman's first pitch to him. Ball 1.
Fairly shallow is the outfield for the Red Sox. They're going to be able to throw somebody out at home on a base hit.
The 1-0 makes it 2-0. Trey Mancini on deck. Tampa Bay has knocked off Toronto 8-4. Valencia with a lead away from second. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Foul at the plate.
A cut fastball on time on the outside part of the plate. Cut fastball at about, what, 87 miles an hour? Not a very good pitch to swing at when the count's in your favor. 2 balls and no strikes, I can tell you that. And the winning run at second base.
Outfield of Benintendi, Bradley, and Betts. 2-1. Hitters count now for Mark Trumbo. Workman trying to get this game to the 11th inning. And a 3-1 coming. And he puts him on. He walks him. So first and second, Mancini coming up. Trey Mancini, left fielder, with a walk, a ground out, a strikeout, a fly out tonight. He's hitless. One of many who are in this one. 0-0. But 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 10th for the Orioles. Mancini has hit 8 homers. And a 1-0.
And by design, a couple of fastballs upstairs on Mancini. A couple of cut fastballs. Hadn't thrown a breaking ball in a while.
He showed a terrific curveball last inning. Valencia and Trumbo aboard, and the 1-1. Left that up top. Two and 1. Stephen Wright started for the Sox tonight, went 6 2/3. Had a long scoreless streak going. He only allowed 4 hits. Two-one. And a strike. Evens up the count.
Well, we'll see if it's time for his hook. He's basically stayed with the cut fastball his whole at bat.
Baltimore with the winning run out there at second base, and now time is called.
Yeah, Vasquez put down some signs he didn't like.
Two-two to Mancini. He got him. He struck him out. Boy, the Red Sox have come up with gigantic strikeouts tonight. Still tied up here in a 0-0 game as we go to the 11th inning in Baltimore. Jerry Remy, Dave O'Brien, Garen Austin. Brock Holt is going to hit for Vasquez. So Alex Cora going to his bench. And bringing on a left-hand hitter at 301 with a homer and 14 runs batted in. Been a while since the Red Sox have had the leadoff man on in an inning, and he will take a strike. You have to go back to the 5th inning when Xander Bogaerts took ball 4 last time the Sox had the first man on. 1-1.
Well, some huge strikeouts for the Red Sox in late in this ball game as Hembree starts to lose for the Red Sox. Kelly, of course, Workman.
Yeah, Workman twice.
Yep.
And the 1-1, a check swing roller to the third baseman Valencia from the grass. He'll get him. One away. So Jackie Bradley will be next. Jackie hitless tonight. The last 12 Red Sox have been retired in order. Jackie's grounded out to second twice. He's also flied to center. Drilled in there at 93. Mookie Betts on deck. Jackie quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Pretty nasty split-fingered fastball that time from Brock. That's how we got Nunez there in last inning.
And he struck him out. 0-2. Got a piece of it. He's still alive. Oh, wouldn't it set up beautifully for the Red Sox to have Mookie Betts be the offensive hero on his return to the lineup? Oh, 2. That rolls right by everybody through Cisco. No runs, 5 hits for the Orioles. No runs on just 3 hits for the Red Sox. All singles, 1 by Bogarts, 2 by Benintendi, and that's been it. 2-2. The Orioles have stranded 12 men. Sox only 4. Some are still hanging in there here at Camden Yards. 2-2. Popped up twisting foul on a play.
Fastball at 95 right down the heart of the plate that time. Bradley fouling it straight back. Now that's not a phone camera right there. That's the real deal. That's big.
That's an investment. Garen Austin was out on Utah Street before the game, and Jackie's got one of those brass baseballs embedded into the street out there. Here's the 2-2. Down he goes. 0 for 4 tonight, and here comes Mookie. Back in May of 2016, of course, Mookie Betts had a 3 home run game here.
Using the whole ballpark, center field, pulling the ball.
All he's looking for here really is to get on base with 2 away in the top of the 11th. 0-0. And break up this string of Red Sox outs. He'll look at a strike.
Kimberlin Case.
13 consecutive Red Sox have been retired. 2-1. This one only 3 hours old, and we're into the 11th inning. 2-1. That's a ball.
Well, Brock wanted that bad. He thought he had the bottom of the strike zone on that one.
3-1.
Last pitch. The location of it. Very, very close.
Stung to third and under the glove of Valencia. That's going to roll down the line. Mookie will take a big turn. He'll go back to first as the throw comes in. Valencia could not handle it, and the Red Sox have a base runner.
That's a ball Valencia could have got a glove on down that line. Top spin ground ball right there, and Valencia is not able to get to it. Right there, I thought he had it, and the glove just came up too quickly on him. Didn't stay down on it.
Now they're going to call it a base hit. That'll bring up Benintendi.
Now we'll see if Betts takes off at second base. It tries to.
His 13 steals. Benintendi 2 singles and a walk. He has a stolen base himself. Runner holding, and that will be a ball. 1-0. Orioles have not had Manny Machado in the lineup tonight. He's been out feeling ill. Red Sox got Mookie back. He's at first, 2 down, not running. Low, and it's dropped. There goes Betts now. He's going to get there with a dive and no throw. Took off late, but he got there plenty of time.
Huge pitch right there, obviously. Gets by the catcher. Cisco. Betts moves into scoring position. Great count for Benintendi, 2-0.
Wild pitch. He takes ball 3. Martinez lurking on deck.
And I'd give Benintendi the way he's swinging the bat, the green light. I would.
.3-0, and he takes ball 4. That'll put runners at first and second, and it'll get the inning to J.D. Martinez. He's had one of his quietest nights of the season. He struck out in the first, popped to second in the fourth, struck out in the sixth, then struck out in the ninth. So they've been tough on him in this one. Yet 54 RBIs, #1 in the majors. Cisco out for a chat.
Givens loosening in the bullpen. That looked like a walk out there to kill some time. Yep, and here comes Showalter.
Pops out of the dugout. One of the more hilarious moments of the season was after Xander Bogaerts hit a bomb at Fenway. He had reached third base. Buck Showalter came darting out of the dugout and cut him off, running to the pitcher's mound to make his pitching change. He couldn't wait. Took a little more time here. So Givens coming on. So the batter will be J.D. Martinez. We're talking about Guerin's report early to start the broadcast tonight out there on Utah Street. She was really talking about Jackie Bradley's baseball out there, among many others.
Obi, if you ask anyone, one of their favorite ballparks in the league is Oriole Park at Camden Yards. It is the first of its kind of that retro ballpark that we saw in the 90s and 2000s, really getting away from those multi-use facilities that we saw in the 70s and the 80s. It was built in 1992 right downtown Baltimore on the old railroad tracks. And as you can see, they still have up this original brick building here. Now, when you walk in, so many unique features, and it really kind of has a throwback feel and really unique things to Maryland, and really shows off the history of the club. Now, the first thing you see when you walk in is a statue of Babe Ruth, and one of the favorite things that fans love to see are the home run balls that were hit here on Utah Street. Now, every home run ball since 1992 that was hit up here has a plaque. Several for Red Sox players, a couple for David Ortiz, and the newest one for Jackie Bradley Jr. that was hit on April 22nd, 2017. Now, later in the series, we'll be talking to Jackie about that plaque, and we're also going to be visiting Babe Ruth's birthplace, which is right down the street.
All right, Garrett, thank you very much. Well, Michael Givens coming on out of the bullpen. He's been really, really good against the Red Sox in his career, particularly tough. He has, in 18 career games against Boston, a .096 earned run average.
Now, most of the time while Givens was warming up, too, J.D. Martinez was back at the Red Sox dugout looking at all the information he could possibly gather on Givens.
So he will dig in with Mookie Betts at second. Go ahead run. Benintendi on at first. So excellent speed on the bases for the Sox. 2 down here in the top of the 11th inning. Nothing. He takes ball 1.
There's J.D. Martinez in the dugout, taking a look at all the information he can possibly look at on Givens.
That's a strike. Just on the edge at 94.
Yeah, first two pitches, 95 and 94 fastballs away.
Hitting .400 with 2 out men on first and second. And a 1-1. 1-2. And a 1-2 from Gibbons to J.D. Martinez. 2-2.
Everything has been away for Martinez so far in this at bat.
Sox just looking for a base hit. And a 2-2 away again. So all filled up. The runners will get a head start now with a full count and 2 gone. Betts and Benintendi running, and it's sliced foul on a play. No runs on 4 hits for Boston. No runs, 5 hits for Baltimore. Neither side has made an error. Pitching has been dynamite. They go again, and he walked him. So the bases are going to be all loaded up for Moreland.
Wow, that pitch didn't miss by very much. That was close. Take a look at pitch number 7. Whoa.
Oh my.
That could have gone either way.
Well, it went JD's way. So he's at first, Benintendi at second, Betts at third, just 90 feet away. And that's ball 1. Mitch in this one is 0 for 4. He's been doubled up. He struck out twice. But he's been a good hitter in his career with the bases loaded. By far the best scoring chance of the night for the Red Sox. And that's a ball, 2-0.
Keeps missing away to J.D. Martinez and in to Mitch Moreland.
All loaded up here in the 11th inning with 2 down. That is ball 3. 3-0.
Aim that one. He aimed that pitch.
In there for a strike. The Orioles just lost a game on a walk-off walk in Toronto. And it was Gibbons who issued the walk.
And they might lose another one tonight the same way.
Count 3-1. He takes a strike.
Yeah, Moreland taking all the way. See if he can throw 2 strikes in a row.
He did. The 3-2. He struck him out. Down goes Moreland, and the Red Sox leave the bases loaded. Dunkin' Donuts order using the on-the-go mobile ordering on the Dunkin' app. Place your order right now and then just click I'm ready to pick up in the morning. America runs on Dunkin'. Red Sox leaving them loaded. Count was 3-0 with the bases loaded on Mitch Moreland, and took 2 strikes and then swung and missed for strike 3. So both sides have had golden opportunities with the bases loaded and failed to score. Sandy Leon will take over behind the plate, and Heath Hembree will be the new pitcher.
Yeah, most of these opportunities for both sides have come late in the game too.
And Brock Holt is going to take over in right field.
First game back for Betts. Probably don't want him going deep into an extra inning game.
And Chris Davis will step up 0 for 4 in the last half of the 11th inning. To Mookie, who had reached base after the base hit. Wild pitch. He eventually went down to third and was stranded there on the strikeout. He is out of the ball game. And a 1-0. Davis is fanned twice, grounded to second, and popped to third. No score in the last half of the 11th inning of game 1 of this 3-game series. Davis with just 4 home runs. Started the night hitting a .153 with a ton of strikeouts.
They're just way behind that 94-mile-an-hour fastball that time. Just a few left in the Dream Team area.
Yeah, it's not packed in. 1-2. Of course, he's had some huge years, but they still owe him huge money several years to come. Chris Davis, who's been a big slugger for them, he is signed through 2022. Here's the 1-2 from Hembree.
That's one that he generally chases right there, that high fastball, but he's able to lay off that one.
Hembree trying to finish him off here and strike him out, and he does. Down he goes for the 3rd time.
The slider that time by Hembree puts him away. Down and in a blind spot for a left-handed hitter for that back leg.
So 1 gone for Cisco. He was 1 for 3 with a base hit. He's also been hit by a pitch. He was hit by a pitch in that 7th inning when they loaded him up. Stephen Wright stepped aside after 6 2/3. He was really good again. No runs, 4 hits. Joe Kelly came on with the bases jammed, and he struck out Rickard. Or rather, Adam Jones struck out Adam Jones to end that threat. Here's the 0-1. And across for a strike at 95. So both pitching staffs have had gigantic strikeouts with the bases loaded. Poke foul. Peterson on deck. Very light night in the majors. Not many games at all. Only 4 in the American League. 0-2. He swings and misses for strike 3. Embry with back-to-back Ks.
That's about the same pitch that he threw Davis again. That slider down and in to pick up the strikeout. See Leon coming back inside. Again, it's down. It had a little bit more of the plate than the one that Davis had. Same result.
Peterson's highlight in this one was his bunt single in that 7th inning. 1 for 3. He's also walked and stolen a base. Wright pitching deep into the 7th inning. Then it was Kelly, Johnson, Workman, and now Embry. So far, shutout baseball. 1-0. That's a strike. If the Sox can get it to 12 innings, it'll be Bogaerts, Devers, Nunez in the 12th. Mookie Betts now out of the ball game. Brock Holtz in right. Sandy Leon now doing the catching. The Red Sox beginning a very long road trip. 10 games in 11 days, and they're in extras. Here's the 1-1.
It's been a very, very strange game tonight. You know, zeros on the board here in extra innings. You just didn't think that was going to happen.
He drops in a strike at 87 with the breaking ball. Even the count 2-2. Just under 16,000 the attendance tonight at Camden Yards. Embry trying to strike out the side with a 2-2 pitch, and he does. But the relief pitching has been fantastic as we go to the 12th. Strikes out the side to take this game to the top half of the 12th inning in Baltimore, but still 0-0. Sox will bring up Xander Bogaerts to lead it off here as Givens will continue to pitch. He struck out Moreland with the bases loaded last inning. So we play on to the 12th. Xander 1 for 3 with an infield single back in the 7th inning.
Talk about a precious strikeout last inning. 2 bases loaded and fell behind 3 balls and no strikes to Moreland.
Came back to get him. Michael Givens. 94 on the edge. Xander wasn't quite sure, questioning the home plate ump Nick Lentz. Devers on deck. And a base hit. Punch between Davis and Scope into right field. The Red Sox with a good start here in the 12th.
What's you like to see from Bogaerts right there? Just take one the other way. Been on base 3 times tonight, a walk, a couple of singles. Get that leading lady on first. Inside out swing for the base hit.
Red Sox have been the best offense in baseball. It's kind of amazing to think they have not had more than 1 hit in an inning tonight.
It really is. This is not what you expected from the Red Sox offense in this game tonight. Bundy, they had roughed up before.
Rafael Devers is 0 for 4. He's had a standout defensive game. Made every play at third. Nunez on deck. Hits are even at 5. That's all. Socked into left center field. That one keeps on carrying back there. That ball onto the warning track. Xander into third. He'll stop into second base. A double for Rafael Devers. Second and third, and nobody out for Boston.
Oh, I thought they were going to wave Bogaerts home on that. Nobody out in the inning, so they didn't want to take the chance. But it looked like it was going to take a perfect relay to get him at home plate. Here's that ball away from Devers. You can tell right away that's going to be in the gap. Now let's see if Xander's running hard. Does he know it's going to be in the gap? He slows up a little bit around second base. Nicely played out there by Adam Jones on one hop, and well, maybe that was the right decision to hold him. We'll see.
We'll find out. Infield in. And that one is going to drill the batter. Nunez gets hit by the pitch. And he's in some pain, and this is going to load him up with nobody out.
Yeah, very first pitch. Ooh. Right in the stomach, it looked like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he is going to sit down behind home plate. Eduardo Nunez gets drilled. Talk about missing with your pitch, and
Alex Cora's laughing.
Alex is finding it very funny.
I'm not sure Nunez is, though.
I don't think he can laugh. Must have been something Nunez said. That got to be a good sign, right? He's up. He's got a grin on his face, but man, that will load up the bases for the Red Sox. Bogaerts with a base hit, Devers with the double. Nunez gets drilled in the gut.
I mean, how many times do you see guys get hit in the stomach?
Almost never.
Almost never.
So Brock Holt will climb in. And for the second inning in a row against Gibbons, the Red Sox have loaded the bases in extras.
But this time with nobody out.
Brock with one at bat. In this one, he is grounded out to third. Infield in close for the Orioles. Can the Red Sox finally get a run in? And he will take a strike. Brock not thrilled with that. Hitting .298 with a home run. He's driven in 14. He's 7 RBIs in his last 12 games. Here's the 0-1. 0-2. Bradley on deck. And then Sandy Leon would hit in what was Mookie Betts' spot. Brock Holt's the key man. Down 2 strikes. 12th inning, and they're all loaded up for the Sox. Bogarts at third, Devers at second, Nunez at first. And 1-2. High fly ball into center field. Backing up Jones. Bogarts back to tag. Makes the catch. Here comes Xander. Here's the throw to home plate, and he slides in safe. And the Red Sox are on the board at last. Brock Holt with a sacrifice fly to make it 1-0. And it's about time.
Well, you got a great situation. Nobody out. Infield in. Bases loaded. You got to make contact somewhere. He makes it in the air. He gets the run home. And the Red Sox, with the overthrow on the relay, get 2 more men in scoring position. Jones is going to let this ball fly over Davis's head, and 2 guys get in a scoring position. They had really no chance at all of getting Bogarts at home.
No. That's a bit of a gift. Big at bat by Brock Holt to come through like that. Jackie following that all the way into the mid. Infield remains in, so second and third as Devers moved up, and so did Nunez.
Bradley looking down to third, see if there's going to be a squeeze play put on.
Leon on deck, and the 1-0. High fly to left field. On the move, Mancini, and right along the line, he's got it. Here comes another run. The throw will be cut off, and the Red Sox lead it 2-0. Back-to-back sacrifice flies, and the Red Sox are on top by 2.
Man on third, get the ball in the air. Get it deep enough in the outfield where the run can score, and no problem getting the run home here.
Devers scampering home. And a huge hit in the inning with a double. So the best offense in baseball waited all night, but now leads 2-0. Leon trying to add to that with Nunez the runner at second base, 2 down.
I mean, the Red Sox, Dave, have had all kind of action against Givens tonight. Yes, they really have.
Really. In just a couple of innings.
Yep.
Last inning, 2 walks and a base hit plus a wild pitch. In this inning, a single, a double, a hit batsman, 2 sacrifices, and that one is lofted foul out of play. And here in the 12th, finally striking, and Craig Kimbrell, who's already been up once, loosening again. Sox have the closer working. Base hit could make it 3-0. And a 1-1 from the righty will not be made. Been a hard-fought night, but the Sox are on top in the 12th. One of the toughest nights to score all season, and that goes for both teams. Hot shot up the middle. That's exactly what they have the shortstop throwing to get him to retire the side. But the Red Sox, as we go to the bottom of the 12th, have Kimbrell coming on with a 2-0 lead. Next year, Bob will donate $1,000 to the Jimmy Fund for every game saved. Everybody saves at Bob's, the only choice for untouchable furniture value. Available in-store at mybobs.com. So here comes the closer, Craig Kimbrell, trying to put an end to a long night of baseball, a low-scoring night of baseball here at Camden Yards as the Red Sox launch this lengthy trip. Another superb year, ERA right at 2. And a 160 batting average against. And he's going to get the top of the order. Gentry, Jones, and Scope.
Well, you think of that last inning. Excuse me. All starting with an opposite field base hit by Bogarts. You had that double by Devers. The hit batter in the stomach, and you just had a good feeling something good was going to happen, and back-to-back sacrifice flies to get the runs home.
Oh, by the way, happy 30th birthday to one Brock Holt, who stepped up and got the big sacrifice fly to get the Red Sox on the board. Always going to get a professional at bat out of Brock Holt. So the Sox on top 2-0. Gentry, 240, no home runs, good speed. Will lead things off, and then Adam Jones against Craig Kimbrell. So here we go in the bottom of the 12th. By the way, Nunez went back out there to take up his defensive position, so appears to be all right. We'll see if he got him in the stomach or the rib cage. Looked like the stomach to us. He was all right and able to continue. The 1-0. Check swing. 2-0. The 2-0. That's a strike. Got the edge at 96. Heath Embry struck out the side last inning. Strikeouts have been a big part of this for the Red Sox tonight, particularly out of the bullpen.
Yeah, you can't overlook what the bullpen has done for the Red Sox in this ball game tonight. It's been incredible. Big strikeout after big strikeout.
It's been Kelly, Johnson, Workman, Hembry, and now Kimbrell. Following on the heels of a terrific performance by Stephen Wright again, who went 6 2/3 shutout innings. With a victory, the Red Sox would pull even atop the division with the Yankees, who are not playing tonight. They take on Washington in a series tomorrow. 3 outs to get, and a 2-2 from Kimbrell.
Oh,
the appeal and no swing.
Where's the pitch?
It's 3-2.
I'm begging. I mean, come on, that's strike 3.
Looked pretty darn good. Nick Lentz didn't see it that way. It's a tight plate. He'll try again. Got a piece of it.
Probably swung at ball 4 right there. That ball was up and out of the strike zone.
Baltimore, by the way, 3-3 in extra innings. Red Sox trying to get to 3-3 with a win. Three, 2 once more. And that's going to be ball 4. So the leadoff man is on. Gentry will take his base in front of Jones. Jones has been on base 3 times, 2 singles and a walk. He's 2 for 4. .285, 10 home runs for the longtime center fielder. We'll see if he is still around at the trade deadline here in Baltimore. He's a free agent next year. So Gentry aboard. He went fishing. Strike one. Red Sox in front 2-0. Finally got on the scoreboard in the top of this 12th inning. Xander Bogaerts led off with a base hit to right. Rafael Devers with the huge hit, a double to left center. Nunez hit by a pitch, and then back-to-back sacrifices by Brock Holt and Jackie Bradley brought in the runs, and it's 0-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls made him look real bad. Right back to the curveball away.
Looking for the put away pitch. Jonathan Scope on deck. And Kimbrel comes set. Here it comes. 2-2.
Still trying to get him chase that breaking ball away. They've all been in the same spot. All not strikes off the outside part of the plate. Once again going into that same area, hoping he'll chase it.
Runner at first, 2-2. He struck him out. 98 on the radar gun to Fan Jones.
You see 4 straight curveballs, and then you see 98 for the fastball for the strikeout. There's those 4 breaking balls off the plate down below, and then here comes pitch number 5, a fastball at 98 miles an hour.
That's a pretty dirty pitch.
Yeah,
that's filthy.
That is not fair sometimes.
Here's Scope. He's got 0 for 5. It's been a tough season for him. Unable to follow up what he did a year ago. At least not yet. Hit 32 home runs. So Jones a strikeout victim. One out and one on here in the 12th. Runner goes. Throw down. Stolen base for Gentry. And the count 0-2 on Scope.
Red Sox really don't care very much about this. That's not the man they're concerned about. They're concerned about the man at the plate.
Sandy Leon out to chat with Kimbrel. 2 strikes on Scope, though. Valencia, the on-deck man. And Kimbrel looking for another strikeout. Scope is 0 for 5, but he is yet to whiff. And it's 2-2. Kimbrel with 20 saves. Can add to that tonight. Gentry at second. Here's the 2-2. Down he goes. 98 miles an hour and another big K. And the Red Sox are 1 out away.
You know, you look at the last 6 batters the Red Sox have faced, they have struck out 5 of them. Actually, you look at the last 7 batters, They've struck out 6 of them.
That sends up Valencia. 1 for 4 with a double and a walk. Kimbrel trying to make him the last man to dig in tonight. And he starts him off with a strike. Pinned it right to the corner. Valencia disagreeing a bit. And that was on the black.
Steve Wright.
0-1. Did he check? He did. 1-1 on Valencia. We are in the bottom of the 12th. Red Sox ahead 2-0. A wave and a miss. He certainly swung the bat there on the curve, and the count 1-2.
Now that's completely fooled on the curveball by Kimbrel.
Red Sox fans getting up. 1 strike away. Blocked by Leon, the runner holding at second. 2-2. Now we're into the 12th inning, and the Orioles have been held to 5 hits by the Red Sox pitching staff. One more strike to get for Craig Kimbrel to pin it down. 2-2. Struck him out. That's the ball game. The Red Sox win it 2-0. A combined shutout. Some brilliant pitching in this one. And some key hitting in the 12th inning at last. And the Red Sox win it in 12, TC, 2-zip.